Whoop.
Okay, we're back. My thing did a hiccup and kicked me offline without telling me it kicked me offline, which is like stupid. Oh, we're up to 4. Patience. Patience. I know, I have to be patient.
I'm a little mispatient, but I'm just that way I don't say it out loud.
Oh, alright. Akumidori is done for the evening. I think I will go just a little bit longer.
Because I has work the next day.
You do. Do you want me to go ahead and do the finale so you can see the finale before you go?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Alright, let me put this away.
By God, I made so many stupid chicken things.
And I still haven't eaten today. That's what's so stupid. Okay, we've got legendary loot bags, we've got artifact loot bags, we've got so many of the loot bags.
Oh, let's see.
I know, I did have to take that nap earlier because I was, doing art. I will do the finale, and then I will set the game to AFK, and we'll just let it go all night and see how much charge we get overnight. And I will go ahead and get some sleep as well. We have all these artifact loot bags. Again, District, thank you so much for your help and crafting seed. It is so appreciated, and methane gas, we'll take that. I would not have been able to get that reactor up if you had not helped me today. So I am so grateful. And hey, if I do get to bed at a reasonable hour, I will be able to get up to my alarm and watch your Krona stream tomorrow. So here we go. Come on, good stuff. Empowered Void Crystal, that's not a bad thing.
Hey!
Another ultimate bin!
Hey! We'll take.
Well, didn't you get an ultimate bin on yours? Mystic! Oh my gosh, Mystic, it has been forever! Where have you been, boy? It's just been forever since we've seen you. How are you doing? You've been working? Oh my gosh. Dude, look at this. You've got to see this. Look at this progress. Yeah, whoa. We only have 2 chapters left to finish. We only have the Awakened Draconium Seed line, so there's 3 challenges here to finish. And then we are trucking our way through Tier 5. We still have a lot, and I mean a lot of work to do in Tier 5. It is ridiculous the amount of stuff they have on the Tier 5 quest line. It is absolutely insane. Flask of Cloaking. Block of Mana Diamond. Though we'll take that. That's going to be useful. Some Elementium Ingots. That's not bad. A 60k coolant cell. That's not bad either. We can put that to good use. For sure. Okay, put that in there. I'm so glad I had those advanced energy relays already here and just needing to be put to use.
Well, I was going to say, I think that, I said it's been a while since Mystic swung by.
Yeah, Mystic, he
is not known about the wine.
You have missed so much. We have remodeled the kitchen. it has gotten a complete do-over, and today's do-over involved cakes everywhere. I literally am now surrounded by cakes that I cannot eat.
Let's see.
Cooking time for sure. Yes. So Akumadori has taken over doing the foodstuffs because she's been wanting to get additional hearts. Because I have the Ring of Odin, and so that gives me like 10 additional hearts. So she's been working on getting her additional hearts, and so she's been making all the jellies and fruit smoothies and cupcakes. Oh my god, look, all the cupcakes. Oh my god, all the cupcakes. So she's been making all of these different foods and everything. She's been working on wines. So we're up to 0.74 on our wine. All of this.
By the way, I had to go tuck into Pam bees because there's certain recipes that want something from Pam's version of the bees.
Yeah. Oh.
So I need to produce the honey things from the honey things.
Oh my gosh, we
also have bee grubs that come from there that apparently are used in certain dishes that you eat. So I'm like, oh, that's great.
We expanded our little area where we've been doing farming into a proper garden. So we've got our garden here. We have all of our berry bushes. And for some reason, I have a visual glitch where my berry bushes actually let me see through to the basement. It's very strange. Yes, we love our skywalks. It's our anti-mob way of getting between buildings. And so we've tried it, and each one's just a little bit different. So this is our garden, and so we've got the berry bushes, different types of berry bushes here for different cooking. And then this is the farm, teeny tiny little farm. This is our new Pam's apiary.
Yeah, so if you click into that.
Oh, I haven't seen though here. So this is Pam's apiary with the queen bee, and she's got bee grubs and honeycombs going in here. I have not seen this one before.
Yep, and apparently this is the version where once your bee queen depletes, it will just make a new one, so I don't have to rebuy it.
Very nice. We got the.
As I was reading around.
We got the regular apiary, and then this is our little farmland, and then we've got it auto harvesting, and then I've got this thing stashed down here to be putting all of my wheat seeds in there, so I can go use that in making power or doing other things in our ore processing area. We have greatly expanded our number of drawers here for mystical agriculture. Our villager collection has expanded. So we
You mean the kidnapping operation?
No, they've been invited to move in and graciously accepted the invitation.
How many apiasts did you take?
I now have 3, and they all have different trades so that I can get different kinds of honeycombs from them. Okay. Because the different types of honeycombs let you produce different things.
Yep.
So I brought 3 different kinds of apiarists to live down here. And I have 2 of the Toker merchants, so I have multiple options for trading for the
You have an armor and a random
crystals.
card that ended up in this
This guy is the zombie villager that I rescued. And then I've got a cleric, so this is my little villager collection there. Yeah, they're my little token merchants for, you have to have the crystals to make the celestial gateways. You need to have the Stargate core crystals. And so I have the merchants on hand to trade me for crystals. So then this is my Botania area, which has gotten a much bigger, and my mana pools now are getting nice and full. Loving that. My Gaia agglomeration plate. I hate that word. Yeah, they're rare guys, and I managed to find a village that had 2 of them, and I already had one, but Akumadori only let me bring 1 home. Only could bring 1 home. So then this is our Void Miner area, and we have our
it's pure and utter chaos in here
pretty
because
much,
power situation.
Yeah, the power situation has made things a little rambunctious in here. We have a tier 5 Void Ore Miner, And we have a tier 1 resource miner. And we have a tier 2 Botania miner. Both of these are currently off.
Actually, the resource turned back on because you said you needed more terracotta.
Yeah, we're going to need more terracotta.
So I turned that one back on.
Yeah, I'm going to be building a second story to ore processing, which I'll show you in a minute. And so I'm going to need more terracotta for that building. And so then this is all of the ores are automatically getting fed over here into the network of drawers. And then over here, I've got my big machines over here.
It's like, this hasn't really changed too much, I think, since last time.
No, this has probably stayed pretty much the same. Then over here was my ore processing area. It's now gone.
Now it's its own dedicated building.
Yes, I outgrew it. And so we now have its own building. And so what was in that space were these machines here. And it got bigger. Because I went from processing ore times 3 to ore times 5. Which is why I have all the additional machines going down here.
So that's been happening.
Yeah, it's a thing. And one of the quests in Tier 5 is to make the Infinity Catalyst, which is made up of extreme singularities of all these different types. Each extreme singularity is made up of 17 to 19,000 blocks of a resource, which is a lot of resources. So, I mean, that's 18,300 blocks of iron. And that's just the iron singularity. I need iron, gold, lapis, redstone,
Yeah, it doesn't help
diamond.
that it's also a really loud room, by the way.
I know. Emerald, copper, tin.
Oh, let's see.
How are you going to do that? Well, so glad you asked.
Oh god, what have you done?
So, I have built this great big building for the exact purposes of processing ore to make that many blocks. So, this whole line along this wall is processing iron.
I'm gonna leave you to your explanation. Bye.
You do that. I am up to 13,579 blocks of iron towards my second iron singularity. I've already made one. So it's the whole process starts all the way down here. It's quite a little process. It's quite amazing. It's the first time I've ever done the entire mechanism process to do ×5 ore processing. And it's a chore, but it works. It works really smooth. So what happens is it takes sulfur, which it processes here, and it mixes sulfur with oxygen. It turns sulfur into sulfur dioxide, mixes it with oxygen to make sulfur trioxide. And then this machine takes water vapor and sulfur trioxide to make sulfuric acid. Then this machine mixes the raw ore with the sulfuric acid to turn it into a slurry. Oh, no, that's just the iron. I need to make iron, gold, lapis, redstone, nether quartz, diamond, emerald, copper, tin, lead, silver, nickel, and then I need these blocks at the end. And the quest is to have 7 of them. Now, fortunately, there are quests earlier in the game. I know. There are quests earlier in the game that gave an Infinity Catalyst as an award. So, because I have a Kumadori playing with me, we got 2 for one quest, 2 for another quest. So, I already have 4 of the 7 needed to complete this quest. I only need to make 3. District, who's here in the chat, maybe still, I don't know, he may have left. If he's still here, he's also playing this game and is in about the same position in the game as I am. Only, yes, There's District. District has to make 5 instead of 3 because he's playing solo. And so he and I have been sort of tag teaming ideas off of each other and strategies, and has been a great partner in helping figuring out some ideas for how to improve processing and other things like that. So thank God I found him at just the right time for my end game, because I would have never been able to figure out some of the things I've done so far without him. It's been crazy. So the slurry comes down here after this. It gets washed, and then it gets turned into crystals, and then all the crystals will go running down here. I bet I'm out of oxygen. No, I'm not out of oxygen. Oh, it's nighttime. I'm out of power. I bet that it is. So the crystals go down this long corridor of a pipe. Long corridor of pipe down to here. Then they go down this red pipe into here to the injecting factory, and they get turned into clumps. And then the clumps get bumped into this one to get purified, and then it just goes down, 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 down until it gets turned into ingots. The ingots come into here, get turned into blocks. The blocks get turned into here. It is a ridiculous process. I am in the process of building my second setup. Same idea as this one. It'll be a little more streamlined and hopefully a little less crazy with the pipes now that I actually know what I'm doing. That's going to process gold. And then down here, I have some different setups for processing that uses a pickaxe setup. So these pickaxes I have enchanted, and I totally may have stolen this idea from District Spark and tweaked it just a little bit with my own modifications. But we took the Vengeance pickaxe that is one of the challenges in the game. We stripped the enchantments off of that pickaxe and put it on a better pickaxe. And so we took in this case, I took the Fortune 5 and the Unusing 3 off of that pickaxe, put it onto this pickaxe, and then I added Mending, Efficiency 5, and Unbreaking 2. And so what this does is I put the ore in here that I'm going to process, the autoplacer spits it out, and the mechanical user uses the pickaxe to break it, and it basically spits all the stuff out all over the place. And then my range collector collects it, spits it out into either these 2 drawers or the chest underneath. And then all 3 of these tubes feed all of those into the factorizer, forms it into blocks, and then the blocks get put into there for deposit. So it looks like we have a few strays up here. This is sort of my overflow chest, so that way I don't lose anything. Because the lapis especially is just cray-cray. That pickaxe and lapis just get along way too well. So the lapis will just come flying in here, go into the factorizer, and get turned into blocks. And I have just, this whole setup here has worked beautifully. I am working on my 3rd and last of the lapis extreme singularities. So this will probably be the first of the extreme singularities that I finish up. I also have got diamond going. I have emerald going. And then this one, it's hard to read. It's 14,916, I think, for the quartz. So I have 3 separate stations going. But I've been working on redstone, diamond, emerald, lapis, and quartz. All 5 of those I've been processing using these stations, because all of those ores can be processed by a pickaxe with the Fortune 5, and you can get more out of the ores than processing them through the traditional pickaxe or the traditional ore processing methods. This way will get you more stuff. So I've been using these stations for doing that. And then the end of this week's project, I've been running into power issues, like significant power issues, where I said, I don't have any. I have no power. So, the past couple of days, I've been talking to District, and we decided, he already had built one of these, and I'm like, I need power. So this is the mechanism reactor, and I got the setup here for producing the two chemicals that generate its fuel, and they're both feeding into there. And then I just before you got on, Mystic, he helped me figure out how to get the lasers up and running to charge. Because basically I will launch a laser into that hole on the side, and that is going to spontaneously combust and set the charge to get the reactor up and running on the fuel that is within it. So I just now have to wait for this to get up to 600,000, and it's up to 10. Patience. This is going to teach me patience. A lot of patience. Because my base has no power. I'm at a huge power deficiency for trying to do as much as I'm doing right now, and I have no power. And so that is going to generate me, a couple 100,000 RF. I'm going to have lots of power. Once I get that up and running, I'll be able to run all sorts of ore processing lines in here without any issue. It will be a piece of cake. Okay, are you going? Oh, I wonder if I bet I'm out of ore. No. Is it just that I'm out of power then? So I have oxygen. Am I out of sulfur? No. Why are we not running? You got power. You're full. 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 What am I missing? I am confused as to why there is no power. It says you have power. Everybody says you have power. You say you have ore. This is very odd. Oh, the Lich King burned to death. How sad. Water! You're out of water. Why are you out of water? Why are you not connected? not disconnect itself? That pipe disconnected itself. What the hell? It disconnected itself. The pipe literally disconnected itself. Alright, now my little parade of crystals is going back again. Oh my gosh. See, I told you I hate these pipes. These pipes are absolutely nuts. I don't know. It could be. It could be. There's some crazy stuff that happens. Okay, and then there's my second little baby parade of stuff coming over. And then this will slowly just start climbing up. So now I'm in a waiting game. I wait until I get enough power in here to launch. Which, as slow as this is taking, is probably going to be a few days. So that's okay. We can make do. The solar panel is enough to keep this running at least marginally well. So we'll just keep processing our iron. We'll keep processing our other stuff. I mean, I should have enough lapis again. I think that it should have restocked while we were working on the reactor. I'll show you how fast this thing goes, because it's legit very cool. Let me grab emerald. Oh, or not. My 3 pickaxes aren't the same. This is bad pickaxe. This is medium pickaxe. And this is the good pickaxe. This is insane. It just blows my mind how fast this is. I mean, it's just insane how quick it is at processing. And then the range collector collects it all. It gets pulled into either this one or the one down below. And you can see then I've got all 3 pipes are feeding into the factorizer. Because this one bypasses or comes up past the storage crate that's underneath, it will detour some items into there. So every once in a while I have to come down here and grab some of these and add them back into one of these up here. This can be helpful when there is something that has multiple outputs, like the redstone. Redstone, when it's being processed this way, will generate the resonating redstone crystal. So I have to do a little extra nuance and setup to my servos to make sure that the redstone crystals are going one direction, the redstone's going the other directions, to have everything processing correctly. But yeah, I totally expect by the end of the weekend, if I get enough coming in by the Void Miner, I'll have the 3 lapis ones I need done. So I will have that finished. The emerald and the diamond, though, those are struggling because I have processed virtually everything I have on those departments, and this is all I had. And I need like 4 times that just for one singularity, which is not going to be enough. And not anywhere enough. So I need to, I mentioned this earlier in my stream, quartz is going to be okay. That's actually getting closer to having its second one finished, which I should bring more of that over as well. What I mentioned earlier in the stream was, now that I can manufacture ancient dust, I should make some more cloches. And set up shop with those cloches. No, not there. Set up shop with the cloches over here in ore processing, so that I can, why did you stop? I'm guessing. Yep. So this one is getting healed again. It's done 40,000 blocks so far. I think this is its 3rd time getting healed. Maybe. I'm going to have to go sleep because nothing has any power at night in this game when I'm powered completely by solar panel. It's kind of bad. Sleep. Where are all of the ore recesses coming from going into? Yes, it is. It definitely is. So I have got, this is my Void Ore Miner Tier 5, which during the day it's fully powered. And so this is, these are all of the ores it is collecting. And it looks like it's actually, it's getting backed up just a smidge. It's getting onto page 2. These are all of the ores that it is collecting. And I have, my luck is up to, what did I get it up to? Let's see. I added, after District was telling me how good they are, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm up to 8 luck modifiers. So every time every time it grabs ores, I can get 1 to 8 of that particular ore. And then the way I have it set up is there is a servo on top of the chest, and then there's a pipe on top of the servo, and here they come. Do, 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 do. And so I have the servo set to do half stacks at a time, and so it will bring all of the ores a half stack at a time through the pipes and go directly into my my drawer controller for my network of drawers. So it will automatically sort it into the appropriate drawer that it belongs into. Oh, and you've decided to go back to normal colors for now. That was nice of you. I think it's because of my Java that I end up with this sort of grayed out color on my drawers. It's so annoying. Not to mention I have trouble recognizing my drawers. It's such a pain. You have got to go to bed, District. My gosh. Yes, you need to get some sleep so you can do your stream in just a few hours. I will definitely talk to you tomorrow. So yeah, so this is generating most of our ores. We have a couple of other sources of ores. Like right now I have my builder is sitting on Venus, and it is collecting Venusian ores for me. In the past I've had it sitting on Mars, and it brought me Desh ore from Mars. So we've had a few other sources of ores as well, but this is the primary source of all of our ores, is this void ore miner, and collecting and bringing them in here. And then I just am manually carrying them over to ore processing, to the appropriate machine where they're getting dumped and processed. So I'll fill up with iron. And head over to ore processing, and then all I have to do is come down here to the ore chest, fill it with the ore, and then that runs through the entire gyration process of everything that it needs to do. It's pretty awesome. So, and this building is not that far away from our base. So this whole complex right here is where our base is located. And then the ore processing area is in a desert right here. So, because the mechanism towers will naturally heat better in a desert setting, I went ahead and I went looking for a desert. So I found one not too far away, fortunately. And so that's where my ore processing area is, just to the northeast of our base. And so yeah, so that's what I've been working on, knocking out a few check marks here and there. So we're doing the work, and that's going to be my project probably for the next probably couple of weeks. I think is going to be focusing on the ore processing to get these infinity catalysts knocked out. So I'm going to be my project probably for tomorrow is going to be getting the mechanics for this section. So the dissolution chamber, the washer, and the crystallizers. I'm going to get all of this section filled out parallel to here so that I can have a gold processing line running parallel right here. And then once I have that done, I'm going to prepare a completely brand new line right next to it. So it's going to be, right in this area here. And then I'm going to process whichever two metal ores next I have the most inventory of in my storeroom. So I'm not sure if it's going to be lead, silver, whatever it's going to be. Whichever two I have the most in stock of are going to be the next two machine lines that I make. And they're going to be right here. Now, everything that I do is just going to be a drain on my one power cell. So it may be that even just adding the gold, I'm going to be draining that power to the point where nothing is going to be able to run. I don't know. But I'm at least going to get the infrastructure in place. Even if it's not able to run, I'm going to get the infrastructure in place. And I'll be able to keep working on all of these and keep these moving, because none of this requires any power. There is absolutely no power involved in any of these items over here. This is all energy-free processing. So I'll just keep knocking those out. I'll keep working on these, and then once the power plant is ready to throw the switch, we will then have hopefully lots and lots of energy. And then, then we'll be in much better shape. I'll be able to have a network of power cells, and that network of power cells is going to be able to run all of these machines. We're going to be able to be processing all of these ores, and then hopefully be knocking out the rest of the singularities to complete this quest in fairly short order. Once we complete that quest, the next one up here is the Infinity Ingot. I'm really hoping it's only one. I don't know how many it's asking for. I do know that the Infinity Ingot, and looking at the quest, the building of it, this is all fairly doable. I've got the draconium plates now, or the ability to make them. I do need an experience singularity, so I need to, ahead of this, I need to get my experience seeds in place so I can start stocking up on the experience. I can go ahead and get that made in advance. But iridium plates, no problem. Neutronium plates, I don't think that'll be a problem. Diamond promise acceptors, I don't think that'll be a problem. I do need to get 2 separate blood setups going. So I have 1 blood setup for my infuser and 1 blood setup for my blood altar. That's going to be one of the projects for tomorrow's stream, is getting those split, so I'm not trying to use one process to keep both of them happy. I want to separate them so they actually each have their own dedicated setup to keep them fed, so to speak. So that's on my list of things to do for tomorrow's stream, which will be in the afternoon after District finishes his. So, because that fits in really well, because I have to take Akumidori to work, and so I won't be able to stream until after I take her to work, but I will be able to stream during the time that she is at work. Then I'll take a break for dinner, and then I'll be able to stream after I get her home. So that is going to be my plan, I think, for the next week, is going to be a ton of ore processing. Hopefully we have the power to do it. That's going to be the big thing, is do we have enough power to keep doing it, keep adding machines, keep moving, while we wait for that reactor. I don't know, because I can't see in the quest line beyond what is open to me. So I know up here beyond Mercury is creative stuff. So I know District opened it on his book today because he went to Mercury. So I know that one of the things that he showed was the creative mill. So this is something that's going to be coming up. Yay. And then the other thing he showed was the creative dragon meal, which is this, to tame a dragon, which that is unpleasant but doable. So I'm tentatively thinking of doing Mercury on Monday. I have that day off from work, so I have an appointment in the morning, and then I would be available to stream until late afternoon when I have to get a Kumidori from work, assuming that her boyfriend doesn't work and would be picking her up instead. So I could do like a day-long stream on Monday, do a holiday marathon. So I'm thinking I might do Mercury on Monday, which would then allow me to unlock that additional thing on there. But I don't know if the Infinity Armor or Infinity Tools are part of the quest line or not. We're just going to have to wait and see. If they are, then I'm going to have to make a whole lot more of stuff. So having all of this stuff up and running and powered would be really, really great. That's part of the reason why I'm getting, not just getting it for this, for the quest, but then should I need to make more in the future, I have the infrastructure in place to do it. But yeah, this is definitely, this is definitely going to be a task and a half for sure. And I can drop another one off here. Boop. We got our wall of ultimate bins. Oh, we are ready to work for sure. For sure. Okay, I can drop off these. I'm done with those. I grabbed some uru ore from somewhere. I'll drop that off in the basement. Yep, here they come, just marching in. So yeah, it is crazy to think of all the things that we have coming up. That is for sure. For sure. But I am so glad you were able to stop in, Mystic. You've been one of the biggest fans of my series, and I've missed you. And so I'm so glad you were able to stop in, and I was able to give you a little update on the things you have missed. So hopefully maybe work will not be quite so crazy, and you'll be able to drop in a little bit more often. That would be lovely. So, like District suggested, I am going to call it a night, get some sleep, and then I will be back tomorrow afternoon, and we will get to work on the ore processing area while we wait for our lasers to charge. So I'm Katiana. That was a Kumidori earlier. This is Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. If you like what you see, hit the follow button, and I will be uploading tonight's episodes. I think it ended up being 3 parts, maybe 4 because of our technical issues. But I'll be getting those uploaded to YouTube, where the entire archive of the series can be found under Katiana Swift Arrow. And we will be back tomorrow and get back to the grind. And again, thank you, District, for all your help. I'm not giving up. I've been frustrated, and I've been definitely feeling over my head, but thank goodness I have District to help me guide me through some of these new things, because the mechanism reactor was new. I have no experience in draconic evolution at all. So definitely new territory there for me. So I have every confidence that he's going to be there to answer my questions and help me as I learn another new mod there. And so I am definitely pushing through, and I have every intention of getting this pack 100%ed. Maybe not for those last 2. I'm not sure I'm really necessarily worried about getting every single thing on the wild hunt, although I'm getting pretty darn close. But I'm not too worried about getting the wild hunt done, and I'm not really too worried about shopping at the shop rewards and getting every single thing on that one done. But I'm determined I'm going to get these last 2 items checkmarked. I really want to. So I'm doing my best, and we're going to keep pushing forward, and we're going to learn patience, waiting for those lasers, and we're going to work on some other things, and keep pushing on. So thanks again, everybody. I appreciate you all stopping in. A bunch of people from Districts Pack came in today. That was great to have you. I appreciate the support, and it's been a great Minecraft day. We got a lot more to do, though. So I'm going to get some sleep, and we will be back at it tomorrow. Everybody stay safe, take care, and I will see you in the next episode. Good night, everybody.